Welcome, Gemini, to your in-depth weekly astrology overview and zodiac forecast for week commencing the 11th of May for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. Going to share the big themes of the week ahead first, then on screen your event chart on Monday. I'll then go through those influences. By the end of the video, you'll have a clear picture of what you can expect around energy, work, relationships, and finances. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundel. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. But please also click or tap the bell notification symbol. There's a lot of activity this week for you, Gemini, in the more sheltered 12th house, which can be to do with where we've withdrawn, we've embraced some healing approaches, maybe needed a bit more time to reflect, but it really comes to life for you. And if you have been working behind the scenes, all that effort can now start to pay off for you. But also your ruler Mercury is going to arrive in your sign on Sunday, immediately connecting with the electric energies of Uranus. So that's really exciting. So on the screen now is your event chart. And there's the sun in the sign of Taurus, that 12th house, along with your ruler Mercury. But I just want to draw your attention to the moon, because as last week came to a close, the moon moved right to the top of your chart, and late on Sunday and early on Monday morning is in a square with Uranus in your sign. If there has been something going on behind the scenes, you've not been completely sure of someone's support or even loyalty, the energies around that could be somewhat unsettling as you enter this week. But the sun's link to Jupiter is one of astrology's most uplifting ones. It's a sextile. Jupiter's also in its exaltation in the sign of Cancer, and through to the end of June can bring an uplift around your income. So I would say that even if you do or have heard something that has been frustrating or perhaps left you feeling a bit isolated, do know that the mood music is going to change at the end of this week, but also what you have been learning about yourself or working out about people that you have thought were in your corner in the past is actually going to see you emerge all the stronger. And if it is around a business idea you've been working on, taking soundings, just refining what you've been doing, as Mercury moves forwards and applies to the sun at the heart of this week in that Cazimi, that's a fantastic opportunity to take the wrappers off and show people exactly what you've got, because that link to Jupiter can be truly fortunate. Now, we do have that new moon also on Saturday. 12th house new moons are complex simply because the 12th house itself is rather complex. It can be that area of reflection. It can be where we pause, where we just take time to let things process through us, nominally about what's occurred over the previous 11 months of our situations. But also it can be about those more sensitive issues around trust and loyalty. But the new moon this year is very close to your ruler Mercury. So if you have been gaining some deeper understanding on situations, see that as being a blessing. It's all preparing you for when the sun moves into your sign on the 21st. And then we have that absolutely astonishing first for 78 years Uranus Cazimi in your sign, and you're really going to blast into action through the last 10 days of this month. Just one other note for you. As this week goes on and we're heading towards the end of the week, Venus in your sign, which is encouraging you to feel even more gorgeous, but perhaps give yourself some kind of dynamic makeover. There may be someone in your social circle that you are getting to know better, maybe even talking to confidentially. And by the end of this week, there could be some reassuring exchanges there too. And it could lead to something really quite exciting in the week following this one. So to summarize those four areas for you, Gemini. Now, if you've yet to watch your Uranus Cazimi 78-year 1-year forecast. So it's the first time in Gemini there's been a Uranus Cazimi. That video, please see that on the screen. If you've yet to watch your monthly forecast for May, that's on the screen as well. You can now buy your personal horoscopes and get 3 for the price of 1. So that's 3 for 1. The one you pay for is your life roadmap report, which helps us to understand the patterns that have played out in our lives so far, get a more intimate understanding of them, and work with those energies future forwards in a more effective way. But free, you get your 12 months transits based on your unique birth data and also your draconic soul analysis, which has a different way of looking at astrology through the eyes of the North Node. So very much about fate. So at 3 for the price of 1. I've been doing this full time for 30 years, been interested in astrology since I was 14, and I want to share the power of natal astrology with more people. So please see below for that. Now, if you've yet to sign up for your free daily horoscope via to your device each morning, please do so now and get your early day cosmic pit stop. And if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, please see my testimonial below. But to summarize around those 4 areas, as far as your energy is concerned, I think you could find yourself surprisingly sensitive this week. And if there is a lot of pressure on you, that in itself can affect your vitality. But also it's a week when it comes to your financial situation, if you've really kept at something that hasn't necessarily given you a result easily, I think you can start to see a manifestation of a better future for you as this week goes on. Romantically, that gorgeous link between Venus and Mars, which is shaping up towards the end of this week, is really exciting. And also, it's possible, as far as your professional situation is concerned, that your ability to communicate with lots of different types of people and network, even if you have been feeling, if you're working somewhere where you're not sure the people around you are right for you, know that the planets are manifesting for you to take control of your situation in a much more fundamental way as this month draws to a close. Have a great week, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me and look forward to seeing you again soon.